We all got the same amount of time. Rich, poor, billionaire, or broke. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. And so when you think to yourself that you don't have time to do what you want to do, you got the same amount of time that a billionaire has. In the natural world, when you don't produce, you die, okay? Meaning, like, if you were a lion and you wasn't able to kill anything, you would die. You wouldn't eat, okay? If you were a gazelle, right, or one of the buffalo, and you can't keep up during the migration, when they migrate, you're gonna starve to death. You're gonna starve to death, right? If you're a mother leopard or a mother cheetah and you get hurt or you get injured or you get sick, you can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to get hurt as a mother leopard or a mother cheetah with two little cubs, because you're gonna die and they're gonna die. So, like, if you don't keep up in the natural world, you die. That's the consequences, okay? It's nothing where, like, we here in our world where, like, we can borrow, right? We can borrow and we can ask for more time, right? And we can lag behind for a little while, and we can show up late, and we can procrastinate, and we can do all of that good stuff, right? In the natural world, you can't do that. In the natural world, if you do that, you die. There is no more for you, okay? And so, you know, why am I saying this morning, and who am I talking to? I'm talking to, it's like, you know, I talk to a lot of people, and I've talked to so many people that all in the same sentence, they will tell me that they don't have money, and all in the same sentence, they'll tell me they're too busy to do anything different, right? They don't have what they want, they don't have the life that they want, but at the same time, they're too busy to do anything different. And so it's like thinking about that and thinking about that individual. I just wanted to tell that individual, whoever that may be, right? I just wanted to tell you that, you know, you can do something different. There's a whole world, there's a whole sea of opportunity out here, okay? There's a whole sea of opportunity out here. And if you're not living the way that you want to live, if you're not on the path, right? Because it's not necessarily about where you are, it's about where you're heading. But if you're not on the path, chances are you're missing opportunity, right? Today is Friday. It's a beautiful day, right? Now, if today you're extremely happy because it's Friday, but then Monday you're extremely sad because it's Monday and you got to go back to the life that you don't want to live. You got to go back to just struggling and just holding on. If that's the way that you live, then that's the person that I'm talking to. That's the person that I'm talking to. And if that's the way you're living, chances are you're missing opportunity. You're missing opportunity. Chances are you're procrastinating. Chances are you're not investing in yourself. Chances are you're not preparing your mind to see opportunity when it shows up. And you can't afford to do that in the natural world. You can't afford to do that if you were a lion or if you were one of those animals, because again, you would die if you couldn't keep up. And so that's a good thing, actually, when you think about it, because it forces people to keep up, right? There is no room for lag in that world, right? So I think we need to keep that in mind. I think we need to keep that in mind because, you know, again, there's opportunity out here everywhere, right? There's no reason to not be on the path. Again, life is not necessarily about where you are, it's about where you're heading, right? You can be up in life at the time and be on a path of going downward. And that don't feel too good, right? So with that in mind, it's like, what's so bad about being down in life and being on a path, being on a trajectory that you're getting better, that things are getting better because you're working in that direction, you're pushing yourself in that direction, and you're stretching yourself in that direction. We as humans, we got the ability to adapt. We got the ability to adapt. We got the ability to mold to pretty much any kind of condition. And so when you just gotta season your mind, though. You gotta season your mind, and you gotta be on the lookout for your next opportunity. Just like as if you was in the natural world, they're out here all over the place. And so again, you know, if you put that mindset into place, if you think like you're in the natural world, yo, I gotta produce. I got to produce something. I got to create something. I got to show up with something. I can't afford to just show up and with nothing, wanting to borrow, wanting to show up late, right? Coming to the table with nothing, okay? Coming to the table with nothing. It's not about what you have. It's not about your resources. It's about your resourcefulness. Right? People tell me sometimes they want to tell me what they have. They don't have time. They don't have money. They don't have these things. And it's like, it's not about what you have or don't have. It's about what you're willing to get. So what, you don't have the money? Are you willing to get it? So what, you don't have the time? Are you willing to do what it takes to create it? Okay, nobody has what they need to have in order to do what they want to do before they do it. I hope you got that. Nobody has what they need to have in order to do what they want to do before they do it. They find it along the way. They create it along the way. And the reason they're able to do that is because they understand the power of their own mind. They understand the power of just getting started, right? You don't have to be great. You don't have to know everything to get started. You don't have to be great to get started, but you do need to get started in order to ever be great. So the main message is, if you're not getting if you're not getting it, if you're not getting what you want to get, if you're not living like you want to live, if you're not on the path, right? Like I said, if you don't like the majority of your life, if you love the weekend and hate the week, right? Because most of your time is invested doing something that's not fulfilling you, that you're not able to create with, that you're not able to grow through. If that's, what you're doing, then again, you need to understand we live in a world of opportunity. There's so much opportunity out here. And so you just got to train your mind to be looking for it. You got to get rid of your skepticism, right? You got to get rid of your hesitation, right? You got to get rid of some of those things, because the same mindset that got you to where you are, which is where you don't want to be, cannot get you to where you want to be. If you want to do something different, you got to think something different. You got to see something different. You got to take on some new beliefs. You got to look at life from a new perspective, right? There's no such thing as not having enough time to do what you want to do. There's no such thing as that. The thing about time, we all got varying amounts of money, right? The stakes are not necessarily even when it comes to money, right? Some people got more money, which enables them to be able to partake in more opportunity, and some people have less money. But we all got the same amount of time. Rich, poor, billionaire, or broke. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. And so when you think to yourself that you don't have time to do what you want to do, you got the same amount of time that a billionaire has. You got the same amount of time that a person has that has produced 30 times more than you. So what's the problem, right? Nobody has more or less time. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. It's just are the ones that prioritize certain things. And that's what you got to learn how to do, maybe. You got to learn how to prioritize your time. You got to learn how to do what's important. You got to learn how to be disciplined. Discipline is remembering what you want. You got to remember in the moment that you have an opportunity to do what you said that you wanted to do 30 minutes ago. You got to remember when that opportunity shows up that now it's your turn to act. You got to act, right? And it don't take long. It's not as hard as you think it is. The hardest step is the first step. So everybody has the same amount of time. There's no such thing as not having time to do what it is that you want to do. Again, I meet people all of the time that tell me they don't have money to do what they want to do, but at the same time, I'm busy. I'm too busy to do anything different. It's almost like I want a different life. I want to do something different, but I'm too busy doing what I'm doing. I'm too busy maintaining what I have. I'm too busy in conserving what I feel like I have, that I don't have time to go and pursue what it is that I want. So if that's good if you're living a good life, but if you're not, you have to make time to pursue the life, to breathe life into and breathe vitality into the life that you say you want, the dream that you say you want to create for yourself. And again, there's no such thing as not having enough time. I don't care what your situation is. It doesn't matter what you might be dealing with. It doesn't matter. There's somebody else that was in that situation, right, that found a way to prioritize things in a way that they were able to put themselves and their dreams above everybody else. And that's the problem in a lot of cases. We're spending a lot of our time doing for other people. And then at the end of the day, we allow ourselves to believe that we don't have time to breathe life into what it is that we say we want. But that's just a matter of prioritizing. That's just a matter of just being a little bit selfish, okay? And sometimes you got to do that, especially if you hate the majority of your week. If you love Friday and hate Monday, right, because Monday starts the work week for you, then again, you need to keep that in mind. There's a whole sea of opportunity out here. You just got to be looking for it, okay? So again, I don't know who that was valuable for. I hope whoever watches this is getting value from it. This is Maurice Bay. I love you. Have a great weekend, but even better yet, don't let it be your weekend. Let it be your strong end.
Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to smash the like button if you got value from it. Also, head over to my channel and consider subscribing while you're over there so you'll be notified as I upload more new videos.